Yo, what's up, guys? It's your boy Eric Breedon. We're out here, we're grinding. It's grind time. Shout out to everyone hustling legally, illegally. If you're grinding illegally, make sure you don't get caught up, bro. Shout out to all my homies, to all my cousins, to everyone that's listening. This is the Enlightened Culture Podcast. It's been a minute since I recorded a podcast, but today I'm just gonna talk about Fouseytube and what happened with XXXtentacion, bro. This happened probably like 3 weeks ago to a month ago where he got shot and killed. And Fouseytube, he had an event called Love Arrives, Hate Dies, something like that. And I've seen like people criticizing Fouseytube saying, man, that fool is crazy, bro. That fool is crazy. But I watched some of his YouTube videos when Fousey was coming up. I watched his pranks. I thought they were funny. But then it came out that his shit was fake, bro. The homie Danny Duncan revealed it. He exposed Fouseytube. But for Fouseytube, I like his mentality. I like the way he thinks, bro. That fool is an OG, bro. He's an OG in the game of YouTube. And what I was saying is how he said he met Drake and that he had people, artists lined up for an event he was going to hold over there in Los Angeles with like 5,200 tickets sold. And then when the event started, I guess someone called in a bomb threat, like fucking with them. And I guess people like Philip DeFranco and all these other big news YouTubers like were putting dirt on his name and shit. And then Fousey got pissed off and shit. And then I saw his recent YouTube video where like the Hollywood Life from Hollywood Reporter, some shit, interviewed him and he was talking about God, energy, and the frequency and shit. And people say he's crazy because they're saying like, oh, he's off his meds, dog. He's not taking his medication and he suffers from depression and bipolar. But when I hear him talk, I feel like he's telling us, he's trying to guide us, dog, because every book I've read, what he's basically saying is what every book says, like Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, The 48 Powers, Dale Carnegie, Jim Rohn, all those big YouTubers, I mean, not YouTubers, all those big authors and publishers and motivational speakers, they all use the same concept, bro. Energy, the universe, the law of attraction, what you put out into the universe is what you get, bro. If you talk in terms of you already got something, like if you go around and be like, oh yeah, my new whip is sitting in the garage right now. It's a Audi RA, bro. It's all white, bro. But I took it to the shop and they tinted it black matte or whatever the fuck is called. They tinted it. You gotta talk like that, like if you already have the possessions, bro. Because the universe is a fucking weird thing. Cause supposedly we all were formed from the universe, from stars and shit. I don't know, fucking Big Bang explosion or some shit like that, bro. That's like some scientific shit that I'm not smart enough to get into, fool. Oh, on a side note, bro, chemistry, fucking even biology, that shit's hard as fuck, bro. I took a biology class. I barely passed that shit, bro. But fuck it, getting back to Fouseytube. Fouseytube, what I hear coming out of his mouth is nothing crazy. It's basically what how the rich think, bro. And like if you're not rich, bro, in my opinion, I feel like we should all strive to think in a similar way. Because I know people are gonna be like, oh, you think you're better than us. Nah, homie, I don't think I'm better than you. I'm trying to better myself, bro. But just because I'm trying to better myself doesn't mean that I think I'm better than you, dog. If that's how you think, if that's your mentality, then you have bigger problems, homie. Because over here, we're just trying to improve ourselves. And what I see with Fouseytube, he's trying to spread love. He's trying to do this. He's trying to celebrate life and shit. I know he has like his shit is sometimes controversial with the shit he says sometimes. But look at Kanye West too, bro. He's probably like the Kanye West of YouTube. People think he's crazy and shit, but look how influential they are. Look at the shit they build, dog. That shit is hard as fuck trying to build something out from the ground up, especially when no one backs you up. Like Kanye, I heard him talk about how he had to be rushed to the hospital because he had like mental breakdowns, like when he was releasing his album and shit. And he talked about how he went into debt and shit. And like people look at those celebrities like oh weird and shit, but those celebrities are what help people. Like what I noticed that successful people all have in common is that they help others. Someone who doesn't want to help others will never get successful because when you have a business, you're helping people, bro. You're helping people relieve their hunger, bro. When you have like if you own a theme park, you're helping people be entertained. You're helping people have fun. one way or another, everything is helping, bro. Cause like we gotta help each other to move up. But in this world, a lot of people try to bring you down, or they don't want to see you succeed. What I noticed is that strangers support more than your own friends, bro. Even if they're real friends, most of the time they like, maybe they might subscribe, but they don't really fuck with your shit. But strangers that don't know you, they fucking support you. What I think is that your friends, they don't want to see you make it out and leave them behind. But they shouldn't even think like that, because I think they should have the mentality like, okay, if my homie makes it out, then he's gonna take us all with them, bro, and we're not gonna live in this situation anymore. But they have the opposite mentality, and that's what fucks us up, bro. The society is fucked up. Most people just competing with other people, when I feel like we should all like build each other up, man. Like, oh, you got this, go for it, dog. But most of the time when you tell someone your goals and it's like something they think in their mind is not realistic, they shoot your dreams down. That's why J. Cole has a lyric in one of his songs. I don't remember what it was. Like, I don't tell my dreams to anyone because they can't shoot them down or some shit, dog. And that's facts right there, because most people are negative, bro. I feel like Fouseytube is a positive guy, bro. He's just on some shit right now. He's like, his energy is on a different wavelengths right now. He's trying to create, he's trying to inspire people. And I heard him say, oh, I'm not a YouTuber, I'm an artist. And that's true, because an artist is more than a YouTuber, because they try to brand you like, oh yeah, I'm a rapper, bro. Like when someone says I'm a rapper, they try to think, oh, that's the only thing you're good at. Just stick with it. Like they don't want you to be in movies. They don't want you to be motivational speaker. They don't want you to be a painter. They want you to just do your shit, because then they say, oh, you're crossing into other lanes. But nah, bro. An artist creates, inspires, and art, in my opinion, art is something that can't be judged, like can't be judged in a way where it receives an A through an F, because everyone has their own opinion about some shit. But to that person, that shit is something special, dog. People are just haters, man. And shout out to the homie Fousey too for grinding and shit. Like me, I started up my YouTube channel again. Make sure to go check it out. If you've been listening this far, check it out. It's Eric Brito #2. It's just basically me like fucking around and having fun. I want to grow that shit, bro. Ever since I was like in high school, I made videos. I took like video classes in high school, made videos there. I made like 3 YouTube channels around already, but I never stuck with it. But I'm trying to like, I know I'm gonna stick with it this time and just see what happens, and make sure to check it out. But on another note, I just heard. Well, I didn't just hear, because this is like weeks later, probably months later, like probably a month ago or 3 weeks ago. The rapper XXXtentacion got killed. He was only 20. I guess he was buying bicycle parts at a store. Like he was buying some motorcycles or something, and then some fools came up like when he was exiting the parking lot. I fucking shot him and killed him and robbed his shit. But I heard that like they arrested 4 guys already. But the thing about that is that people always say shit even like when you're gone. I feel like that's disrespectful, dog. Not to him because he's not here anymore. But if another universe is out there, that would be disrespectful to him too. But some people don't believe in another universe after life. I do, by the way. I do, but that's another topic for another day. But they were saying how he abused his girlfriend or some shit, that he talked a lot of shit on like homophobes, not homophobes, homophobic people, and like I don't know. I don't really know too much about him because I don't really listen to that music. It's not really, one of my homies from high school told me that he's not really mumble rap, but at the same time, I think I tried listening to one song. I don't really like that type of rap. But I guess if he was coming up, he already had a big audience. He was very influential, and he was just getting started, because when he died, a lot of celebrities like Kanye West and like J. Cole posted on their Twitter and Instagram like, "Oh, I'll miss you, brother, and you inspired me," or like my heart, my soul hurts right now. But then other people were talking shit, saying, "Oh, he deserved it. He lived a fucked up life and shit." But to be honest, not everyone is raised the same. People mature at different ages. Like for me, cause my parents, they work so much, bro. Like I don't know. Like my parents were never around, bro. They're here, like yeah, they take care of us, but I grew up mostly at my aunt's house, bro. Because they work so much, so I feel like I mature like very young. And some people don't really mature until probably like they're 18, 17, even 20. And also, because you can't judge someone's life by like 20 years old, because they're still young, bro. They're still trying to figure out their life. Even if he was already rich and successful and famous, he still makes mistakes, bro. Everyone's human, dog. And like they say, some of the most successful people in this life, if they were to die at like that age, 20, 25, they wouldn't be the person they were when they died when they were an older age. Because some people like Malcolm X and shit, I think even Maya Angelou, the poet, they did like fucked up shit in their 20s. Like Malcolm X, I guess, I went to prison and shit. And then like he started reading books and he started enlightening himself. And then that's when he started that whole movement with like the Black Panther and shit. And he was looked at a different way when he still got killed when he was like, what, like 36 or something. But it wasn't 20 though. So he managed to change his life around from being in prison to like leading people. Maya Angelou, I guess she was probably like a prostitute at that age, something, and then she became like a poet or some poetry. She did poetry or something like that. I'm not 100% sure about like her life story, but I read somewhere that she was like a prostitute. But that's what my point is, that people mature different ages and you can't judge someone what they did in the first 20 years. But we also got to add something to that too, because people, even though people fuck up and make mistakes, you should still know right from wrong. Like, I'm not saying it's an excuse to be young, to do stupid shit when you're young, because when I was young, I already knew right from wrong, bro. Most people should know right from wrong. I guess it's just the environment you grow up. They know, the people that do bad shit, they know what's right from wrong, but they can't like restrain themselves because of the shit they grew up with. They grew up probably around violence, about around no love, around like they don't have discipline to to not fuck up and like break the law. People who are out running in the streets, what I gotta say to them is, if you take that same energy you're using to fucking sell shit on the block or like be in a gang because you don't have love at home, if you take that same energy and you apply it to some shit you like, you probably have a better chance of making it out than fucking if you sold drugs, dog. Because when you sell drugs, you're risking it, fool. So what if some fool comes up and when you're doing a transaction, that fool tries to stuff you, dog, he tries to rob you, and then what if one day you're doing a deal and then you're doing it with some undercover cops and they bust you and they try to give you all those charges? They try to give you the fuck, not even a misdemeanor. What's the other one? The charge above a misdemeanor. Right now, I can't think of it off the top of my head. A felony, bro. They're gonna try to give you a felony, put you in jail for 5 to 10 years on those drug charges. Because the United States government, bro, the United States government for a fucking big ass business, dog. They make shitload of money, dog, with that drug trade business. That's why in the 80s, Reagan started, he let them pump out that, what it was, that cocaine, that crack cocaine into the streets in the 80s, and like fucked up everything, bro. People started fucking dying, going to prison, and then the prison is another business. It's all business around here, bro. But what I was saying, people who are doing shit illegally, they should focus that energy on something they like. Like if you like baseball, do something related to baseball and just grind, dog. If you like rapping, dog, stick with rapping, fool. That shit could take you places. Cause you see all those rappers that are up at the top. Most of them came from nothing, fool. Like most of them came from the streets. Some of them came from lower income families to low income to low medium income families. Like, J. Cole went to college, bro, but not many rappers go to college. And even if you go to college, doesn't mean that you're educated, dog. Because a homie Jim Rohn once said, formal education will make you a living, but self education will make you a fortune, dog. That's facts right there, bro. Because if you go to college and get educated, you're gonna go eventually get a good job and you're gonna make a good living, go get a good job and shit. And that's right. Some people, that's all they want in life, bro. But for me, I don't want that shit, dog. Plus, you gotta think about it. Okay, I'm going to college, right? But some people don't think about it. That's another business right there, bro. How many racks are you gonna end up paying at college, dog? Fucking, if you go straight out of high school into a 4 year institution, one of those 4 year good colleges, bro, that's probably like 30 grand off the bat, fool. Plus other shit, that's probably 50 grand. And if they're not helping you out, dog, fuck, imagine how much you're gonna. That depth is gonna be crazy if they don't give you scholarships, financial aid, and all other stuff. And even if it's a private school like USC, dog, that's probably like way more. It's probably like 80 grand right there to 100 grand for that education. So you might as well get that education and start a business or something. I don't know, bro. Focus on something and do it because you never know where shit could take you, dog. Cause like I was saying, all these rappers, bro, they probably started in their basement just making beats and shit. They got good at it. They posted that shit on the internet because with the internet, everything's like revolutionizing, bro. Because like the internet changed the game. Shout out to the homie Gary V, the entrepreneur. The internet changed the game because now you could post your shit, and of your shit, people could watch your shit, and then they share it, and then you get a little buzz. You release more shit, and then you blow up, dog. Or if you don't blow up, you could at least make a living off of it, dog. Because like before, you gotta go knocking to sell your shit, to show your shit, but now with the internet, I don't know, bro. It's like crazy shit. And of course, it's not going to be easy, bro. That's why most people don't do it. And even if people do it, sometimes most people fail, bro. That's the reality. But what I think is like, why can't it be me, bro? Like, why can't it be us? Why can't we do it? Why can't we be the ones to succeed? You get me? Because I imagine like what is that fool's name? Takashi 69 fool. You look at that fool. That fool looks like a bum fool. That fool is dumb as fuck, bro. That fool, his music is garbage, dog. But look, how much racks is he making with his music, dog? How many people don't listen to his shit, bro? Probably like number one right now, bro. I don't listen to his music, but he's probably the one of the richest ones, young guys coming up right now. Shout out to Takashi 69, bro. Get your money, bro. Everyone grinding, dog. Everyone trying to put food on the table. Everyone got to do what they got to do. I understand, but that's another way they get it, is they want us to listen to that music, and that music, like who listens to all the kids in high school, bro? Most kids in college, and they don't even pick up a book, bro. And they just do whatever they tell them to do. They don't think for themselves, man. Like we gotta think for ourselves. Like yeah, that music might be good, bro, but how's that music gonna help me if I'm not doing anything else besides listening to that? It's not gonna help you. That's why I like rappers who spit the truths, rappers who spit about struggle, about coming up, about fucking gangs, being in gangs and coming all the way out to be successful. Shit like that is shit I like. It like inspires me, bro. It's like, yo, fool, if these fools did it from the same hood I came from, I could fucking do that shit, dog. But like I was saying, there's some guy named Rafa Caro Quintero, fool. He was a Mexican drug lord, dog. Shout out to the Rafa, fool. That fool was one of the biggest leaders in Mexico in the 80s. And when they arrested him, he did 28 years in the pen, and then he got out on a technicality. I don't know how to say the word, bro. I don't know. Excuse my fucking English, dog. He got out after 28 years because I guess the system fucked up, and then he was released when he shouldn't have been released. But then they interviewed him before he got put in for the 28 years, and then they asked him, hey, and they asked him in Spanish, like, hey, why'd you get into the drug business? Did you go in it because it's easy money? And then he replied, nada en la vida es fácil, señorita, which basically translates to nothing is easy in this life, miss. And that's what I'm talking about. That's not easy shit they do. Like they make a lot of money, but they're risking their lives, bro. Anything we want, anything we want, I believe it's possible, but it's hard work, bro. That's just my mentality. But as I was saying, mumble rap, I mean, everyone has their own taste, bro. I don't disrespect. I don't fucking look down on people. I don't do that, but I just observe, bro. I don't look down on people if they listen to mumble rap because I don't know, people like have different interests. It's like me, if I like Oreos and you like fucking what other cookies are out there? It's Chips Ahoy, dog. See, it's different. It's same cookies, but two cookies, but different styles, different flavors, dog. Or like someone who likes black girls and someone who likes Mexican girls, dog. It's differences. And to be honest, on that point about different races and ethnicities, I feel like there's there's different pretty girls in every ethnicity or race, dog. Like there's some ugly Mexicans, there's some pretty blacks, there's some ugly blacks and some pretty Mexicans, ugly Mexicans. You get the point, dog. It's just different tastes, but I just believe we just gotta keep grinding, dog. We gotta keep grinding. We gotta not be put down by the system, because the way the system was structured is so the rich can keep getting richer and the middle class and lower class keeps getting fucked over. But the sad part about it is that 99% of the people, no, 98% of the people don't fucking know we're getting fucked over. And the 1% that do know, they don't give a fuck, bro, because they're looking at it through a bad mentality. They're looking at it like, oh, it's this big machine. Like I can't do anything against them. But the thing that's wrong with that mentality is that, yeah, you can't do nothing against them, but you could do something with yourself. You could start thinking, you could start planning, you could start making something out of yourself. Like maybe go to college part time, and part time pick up the camera and start putting videos or some shit. Like that's what I'm trying to do, bro. And you don't know, maybe some shit might start popping, and then it takes your life in a completely different direction. It makes you a lot of money, and then you could take care of your family, your future family, your parents. You could retire your parents, bro. It's just an idea in the mind that gets it started, and then from there you don't know where it could take you guys. So I appreciate everyone who listened to it this far. Make sure to like, share, subscribe this podcast on iTunes. And my name's Eric Brito, and I appreciate you guys. I love you guys, and I'll catch you guys on the next episode. It's been your boy Eric Brito, and I'll see you guys next time.